I need to be. So we're looking at Exodus chapter 25. Exodus chapter 25. No divine singing hallelujah. All right. At some point, I'm gonna fix this thing where I can just hit one key and then I'll be able to just go to all the different pages and stuff that I deal with. I think I probably manage about 6 pages or so, so it's a lot that goes on. So I have to get it all set up and all. So let me get this music faded out so we can get in where we need to be. Turn our eyes back to you, oh, as we sing, Halle, 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 to the Lamb that was slain. All right, let's see here, where we at? Exodus chapter 25 here. I really wish I had time to just go ahead and do the entirety of this thing, but I'll try to give y'all some of the concepts that the Lord has given me. I haven't even had a chance to. When I heard him, speak it to me earlier, I got up and started getting myself, just kind of getting my head ready, because it was probably about 6 something or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll probably go live tonight, because I just kind of sensed that I would go live tonight. And so my grandbaby stays with me on on Wednesday nights, and also she came in, so I've been dealing with her. But I got up and started getting myself together, and I chose to take me a shower and everything so I could be fresh, because I wanted to make sure. So when I heard the Lord talking to me concerning this, I was like, okay, God, I really, this is not a place I have been before. And this particular chapter here in Exodus 25, it actually houses 40 scriptures. I don't have time to to go through all 40 of them tonight, but I'm just going to kind of just skip through and to kind of give y'all an overview of what it was that the Lord was saying to me. I need to speak to a few people's spirit tonight. I really need to speak to your spirit. I don't need your flesh. I don't need yours, and you don't need mine. Need to speak to your spirit tonight concerning some things, because I knew this to be the word of the Lord. I'm so excited down on the inside of me, I could literally scream. It's taking everything inside of me just for me to, really act right now, because I have been seeking the Lord. When you have, been seeking the Lord, I've been after the Lord now since September. I know for a fact, just really after the Lord concerning some things. As David said, he said, as a deer panteth by the brook, so that's when a deer is actually thirsty, is panting. His heart is panting when it's thirsty, it's in pursuit. He said, as a deer panteth by the brook, so shall my heart pant after thee. I've been, really seeking the Lord. I know hard since September, asking him concerning some things, and direction was a part of the thing that I was asking the Lord about. And, and you would hear a lot of people in listening to people that, hear the voice of God, speak the voice of God, the oracles of God. You will hear them say things like, the Lord said this, I prayed about it, and the Lord spoke just like that. Well, listen, I really wish I could tell y'all that. I know people think, but they'll think she hears the Lord. I do. I do hear the Lord and all, but it's not always in an instance. It's not always just like that the Lord speaks. Sometimes it is a having to pursue after him, having to go after him. Sometimes it's like Daniel, when Daniel prayed and there was a 21-day delay, for the answer to come. Sometimes there is a delay concerning some things, and I've gotten a portion of what it is the Lord will say to me, but the Lord let me know tonight that there is another portion that I've got to go through in order to get the full synopsis of what it is that he is, he's speaking to me. And all of that is to bring ourselves subject to God. That is why. It is not, It's not so we lose weight or what have you with fasting, but it is so that we bring our flesh subject to that of God. We bring it under to literally subdue it, or literally to baptize it, or emerge or submerge, our flesh into that with Christ. And so I've been asking him, concerning some things, and I believe tonight is a portion of what it is that the Lord is speaking to me concerning some things about me and the direction of things, which the way the Lord is taking me. But I do also know that it's not just for me myself. If it was just for me myself, I wouldn't have been able to share it on live tonight. But it's not just about me myself. This right here is for a few. It's for a few of you that are literally trying to see which direction it is that you're supposed to go, and you're really seeking to see. What I want you to do is I want you to just govern yourself, set yourself down, and strap your seatbelts on, and let's hear the Spirit of the Lord on this evening. Let's hear what it is that the Lord is saying to us, so that we can get the word of the Lord. This is my first time dealing with Exodus chapter 25, and so let's see here. But let's start at verse 1. We're going to skip through and pursue down to get to the end where we need to be. And just an overview so that you know. This is Moses doing this 40-day time. This 40-day time of consecration to get the plan for the tabernacle. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is Moses getting, God help me, Jesus. I need to talk to some people tonight that's seeking God concerning some plans. You're seeking God concerning some directions. You're looking for some guidance in some things. You know that there is a turn of events that is taking place. God help me, please. You know that there are some things that God help you, girl, Jesus. You know that there is some turning of events. You know that there are some things that are literally destined to go in another direction. You know this for a fact. You know that the Lord is pulling you in another way. You know what I'm saying? You may not clearly understand, but you know for a fact that there is a pulling in another way, that there is a direction, something that's pulling me in another direction. And all you know this. I need to talk to just a few of you tonight to help you tonight, for the Lord to be your compass, to be your guide, for you to be asserting and assured on the inside that it is the word of the Lord, that it is the mind of God, that you are on the right path, that you are headed in the right direction. Can I just please talk to y'all like I feel this thing tonight? Can I just really tell you, oh my God, the enemy done messed up now and let me start feeling better. So now it's time to do the work of the Lord. It is time to do the will of my Father that I adore, that I love so much. It is time to honor him. It is time to magnify him. Listen, I need to bless his people tonight. I need to share with his people tonight of that which the Lord has given me. Father, I just adore you. I so do. Listen. Let me tell y'all. Let me just tell y'all something. Oh, God help me, please, God. God help me. I'm gonna go back to I shared a couple of days ago about a word that was given to me by a prophetess, prophetess Janet German. I can name who it was, to give honor and to give respect, would say to me, around 2007, that the Lord was going to take me into uncharted waters. And I literally found myself having to really pursue after the Lord and see exactly what was being said. Now, I need to tell y'all this. At the time when that was said to me, I was in one of the most critical times in my life. It was like my life was falling apart. You better hear what I'm telling you. My life was literally falling apart. I was in the midst of one of the worst divorces I believe anybody could go through. I was in the midst of mental turmoil, mental anguish. I was struggling in my walk with God, trying to figure out which way to go. Didn't know what what was going on. Finances was looking crazy, all kinds of stuff. If it could happen, it was happening. But I messed around and I ended up going to a service. I did not ever, no matter what happened with me, I did not ever turn my back on God from getting myself up and getting to the house of the Lord. And when I got to the house of the Lord, I can recall hands being laid on me, and I went out in the spirit, and she was speaking over my life. They literally recorded it, and I had the CD for the longest, and I still try to find it, and I can't put my finger on it, but it was uncharted waters. And I began to research out uncharted waters. What are you talking about, God? What do you mean uncharted waters? What is this? It said waters that have not yet been mapped out, which means that this is a way that has not been gone. Now, I know that you would say, listen, how is it that a person could go away that has not yet been gone? Well, listen, can I tell you something? You may be the first in your family to go away that has not been gone in your family. It doesn't mean that it hasn't been done before. It just may mean it hasn't been done in your area before. You may be the first to open up a particular business in your area that has not been done before. You may be the first in your family to stay married when everybody else was divorced or shacking. You may be the first. It was uncharted waters. Would say you're going to go into uncharted waters. And I'm like, really? How am I going to go into uncharted waters? You must not see what's going on with me. It's so much happening with me. How is my life ever going to get to a place where I would go into uncharted waters? How is this ever going to happen? Well, when I look at things now and I see what God has done in my life, there is a lot of uncharted waters that I have been able to tread upon. There is several things that I've been able to do, even in my family, that has not been done before. There is uncharted waters in my city that has not been done before, that the Lord has allowed me to be able to do. And so Moses finds himself in a place right here where he has to do 40 days of fasting in order to get a word from the Lord. I need to encourage somebody tonight to let you know, hey, look, listen, you're not crazy by what you're thinking. You're not crazy by what you're feeling. You just got to be willing to go on with it. You just got to be willing to move on with it. You can't be scared about it, but you got to understand this. Lord, help me, please. I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I'm gonna show you something by the end of this right here. You got to be willing to do what it is that you need to do. Let's go right here and let's just check this out right here. Let's get over here. Where? My. Let's get to, I need to get to Exodus. How in the world? Ain't this something? Whole computer just moved away from Exodus. Let's get back over here. Exodus chapter 25. Verse 1 says, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering of every man that giveth it willingly, with his heart ye shall take my offering. See, it's so much. I really wish I had time. Y'all know I'm a teacher, so you know it just messes with me not to teach. Listen. You got to see the whole structure of this thing right here, man. People miss this stuff. People wonder why they struggle in living for God, and why it's so hard for them to be fruitful, and why it's so hard for them to prosper and multiply. Listen, you can't break the rules. You can't break the format. Listen, the Lord spoke to Moses. People want to jump over Moses and run straight up to God. They don't like protocol. He says, look, I need you to speak to the children of Israel. Tell them to bring me an offering, okay? Of every man that giveth it willingly, with his heart ye shall take my offering. Did y'all see that? The Lord said, I want you to tell them that the offering is for me, but they got to go through you in order for the, oh, Jesus Christ. They got to go through you. This, God, look, I need you to tell them they got Jesus Christ. guys, and they got to go through you. See, listen, you got to know how to follow protocol. You got to know how to follow protocol. There is there is an art to this thing. Listen, I need to say something to somebody right now that disrespects your employer, and that's the reason why you're struggling, because you breaking protocol. I just needed to tell you that now you're breaking protocol. No, you ain't got no business disrespecting them folks. No, no.